So after reviewing Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise Bulkhead, let us take a look at this newer styled version of Bulkhead under the Transformers Legacy line. This is the Prime Universe Bulkhead. So Amazon exclusive, and it is, as you could see, Voyager class. So let us discover the contents of our purchase. We have the figure and we have 3 weapons on board. So we have the mace, the hammer, and a Gatling gun or a minigun. And on the back of this box packaging, we still have the shield. So this shield also interacts with the action figure and at the same time is a vital component in the transformation mode or the alternate mode. Let's do a quick 360 of the base figure without any of the accessories and the shield. So as you could see, without the shield on the back, it looks a little bit flat. So it needs the shield to add a little more bulk to the action figure, because majority of the bulk of the action figure is on the front part on this side. But if you're looking at this figure from this angle, you won't really notice that this side is more flatter. But anyway, since you have that shield, that's not going to be a problem. So the shield, or in robot mode, this is going to be part of the transport side or the storage side in vehicle mode, but it has folding parts to it, and also we have an attachment point for the hand of the figure or attachment to the forearm, and the recommended attachment point is this way. So somehow it provides still some form of bulk to the action figure, and at the same time there is a continuity on the camouflage pattern. So we have the camouflage pattern on the chest of the figure moving towards the back, but somehow I kind of really don't like this mode, because when you move the arms of the figure, somehow there is still this type of robot cable hindrance. So my other preference as to storage of this thing on the back of the figure is this way. So you could possibly utilize this part of the shield and fold it this way and attach it either this way or that way, whichever mode that you wish. Somehow it still works okay with the action figure. So let's attach it to the back, and as you could see, somehow with regards to robot cable, we could move the arms more freely sideways and 360 degrees without this backpack interfering with the articulation points of the action figure. And plus, looking at the figure from this angle, somehow there is still that semblance of form or bulkiness to it. So let's discuss articulation points on these action figures. So let's start with the head. So the head is on a ball joint, so we have looking sideways motion, left and right, no problem. We have decent head tilt looking up, but with regards to head tilts looking down, because of how that jaw line is designed, there is really not much head tilts looking down. Anyways, because also of the bulk of the chest or the body, he couldn't even look at his toes. Okay, so let's move towards the torso, the body. Do we have an articulation point somewhere on the body? Yes, we do. We have an articulation point on the waistline which allows for rotation of the waistline, which the RID bulkhead does not have. So moving back, let's discuss the articulation points on the arms. So the arms could rotate 360 degrees, of course, because of how we situated this back shield to be somehow form-fitting to the action figure. So that way it could rotate the arms 360 degrees. We also could raise the arms on a T pose. We also have an articulation point, a cut on the bicep of this action figure for rotation of the bicep, but we only have a single point of articulation for the elbow, but we have rotation for the hands. Moving towards the legs, we have a ball on the waistline which allows for raising of the legs forward, plus we don't have any robot keyboard on this side, which allows really for great leg raises forwards. And also, because we don't have any robot keyboard on the back, we have leg raises backwards, so not a problem with this action figure. So with regards to design in humanoid form, this is already winning against the RID bulkhead. So for the knees, we have just a single point of articulation for the knee, but moving towards the foot, we have a tilt and rocker function. So for posing, that is something that you could utilize for this action figure, which the RID bulkhead can't do. So as for weapon system, this bulkhead action figure comes with two melee weapons for hand-to-hand combat, and we have a blaster or a laser of some sort in a minigun configuration. But I just don't know why they would choose to still have this in this configuration where it is semi-transparent. Why not just paint this thing so it would really look like a solid looking firearm that you could attach to a figure like this, because it does not make sense to have a semi-transparent weapon for a bulkhead or any Transformers action figure. So as for weapon system, this gun could either attach to the forearms or on the shoulders of the action figure. We have a latching point or a hole that would attach on this side or on that side of the figure. So since it is a very small weapon, not a very good handheld weapon for this action figure, it's better to have or situate that gun on the shoulder of the action figure, so giving him that anti-aircraft capability. Okay, so for the melee weapons that this action figure has, so you could let this figure hold the breakdown hammer on the right hand or on the left hand as your personal preference. And as for the mace, you could break it in half this way, and with that peg you could just wear it on the hand of the figure, either left or right. It is possible to do. Okay, so as for weapon assignments, since I gave this bulkhead figure another weapon system, so while it was shipping, I already concocted a bigger, badder firearm compared to this one which is already on the shoulder of the figure, which I'm going to paint later. So we have a really big weapon for this action figure, which now matches that overall look and feel. As for this hammer, I'm going to give this hammer to my RID bulkhead. And as for this battering ram, which the RID bulkhead was issued with, I think this is nice accessory to add to this bulkhead figure. So if you don't want a maze but instead a battering ram for this action figure, it is possible. So let's just change melee weapons, so that way it still looks cool on the action figure. So you have a battering ram melee weapon and a really big cannon on the right and an anti-aircraft weapon on the shoulder. So this bulkhead figure is really good to go. So let's compare him with the RID bulkhead. Deluxe class bulkhead, Voyager class bulkhead. But judging from the size, I know that this is a deluxe figure. So as you could see, they scale well with each other. So let's do a full 360 view of the vehicle form. So military transport or military material transport vehicle. So I'm really surprised that the color scheme really works for this action figure. So even if there's a really 45% use of the black color, the black color really complements the rest of the colors on this action figure. So whether in robot form or in vehicle form, it works. With regards to special features, the weapons could also be stored on the back compartment of the vehicle. There is actually ample space wherein you could fit a few of the weapons that is included in this Voyager class action figure, but actually you can't fit all of them. But in my case, I'd rather just have it this simple without any of those weapons visible or attached to the side or stored inside of the vehicle compartment. I just like this, or to enjoy this transformer this way, just in a very simple form without any weapon systems. So this ends my review for this newer styled bulkhead action figure, which, okay, I'm going to give it a really good rating. Do not skip this action figure. So whichever version that you get, actually it is okay, good to go. But personal preference, I would still rather go for the Amazon exclusive because of the camouflage pattern on the vehicle. So don't be discouraged or think ill about the color combination on this guy, because actually it really works. It really looks nice. So if you like this review, like, comment, and subscribe to help me grow my channel. And see you on the next action figure review.